All right, so I found my new favorite game series so far called Simulacra. If you don't know, Simulacra is a blending of sci-fi, thriller, horror, mystery, and so many other elements, even like simulation. You are typically a person with another person's phone. It is as simple as that initially, but it gets really elaborate as you go down in deeper into the story, learning about what the simulacra are or is, and why people go missing or end up dead, and the true sort of mystery of what's going on with our social media and our technology and the direction it's going down. And it hits on so many levels, both on like a philosophical level of technology and privacy, and hits on so many different elements of that you can connect to your real life, while also still being just a really good fictional narrative, and really pulls you in and just keeps you going throughout the whole game and makes you want to be like, okay, I need to know what the ending is. I want to know how this ends. But there are multiple endings, and they've elaborated on it through each installment. So Simulacra 1 had a few different endings you could get. Simulacra 2 had several different endings, several different branching storylines that you could go down and then come back around in. And then also 2 different career paths where you were either a detective or you were a journalist. So now we're going to be checking out Simulacra 3. And Simulacra 3, the synopsis is this. Basically, the town of Stonecreek is haunted. People keep disappearing into thin air, leaving nothing but an eerie symbol behind. With the townsfolk gripped with fear, use a missing victim's phone to unlock the truth in the 3rd entry of the acclaimed horror series, Simulacra. I'm really excited to jump into this. I've really enjoyed this story. I just started it like just a couple weeks ago. I played through 1. It took me about 2 days on stream. And then from there, I went and sat through 1 whole day and just went right through Simulacra 2, and then decided yesterday and the day before I was going to play it again for a second time. I played as detective first, and then I went into journalist. We're going to jump into 3, and we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see, did they tie over parts of 1 and 2 into 3? Because they did that with 2. They brought over some elements of 1. They brought over the mentionings of some characters from 1 and everything, little nods to certain characters, it was great. So I'm very curious on where they take 3. So let's go ahead and jump into Simulacra 3 by Kaigen Games. We'll see what happens. So once again, we're dealing with a creepy ass cell phone. Who knew phones could be so damn scary? Was Ruby? I'm out of time. Are you there? Yeah, I'm here. Are you okay? Ooh, already starting off the story here, right on the menu. No, I'm losing my mind here. We need to meet now. Please, it's life or death. Sure, I'm outside your house now. What? Look out the window. I'm here. Really? Hang on. I see you. Are you okay? You look kind of pale, even from here. It's not you. Skip-a-blop, skip-a-blop-bop-bop. Stop this. Leave me alone. Skip-a-blop-bop-bop-bow. Ooh, there we go. All right. New game. Intro. The second game had a really good intro too. This one is even better. Remix. Oh, that was good. I love that. They keep getting better and better with these intros. Welcome back, Paul. Press and hold to unlock. All right, so we still have Surfer, which is the web browser. I wonder if we're still on the same iOS as all the other games. We have Atlas now, so we have maps. We have media per usual, chats per usual, mail, phone. No social media, though. Surprising. And all the other ones. So in the first game, we had Jabber, which was basically Twitter. And then in the second game, we had Jabber as well as Chimera. And Chimera was basically Instagram. Objectives. This Ruby sounds persistent. You should answer her. Maybe I don't want to. All right, let's look through. So the whole idea of the game is that you're going through the phone, you're getting calls, you're getting text messages from people, you're choosing what to say, who to pretend yourself to be, if that makes sense, or who do you want to be pretending to be if you want to try to trick someone. You're going through usually social media posts to gather intel. It's kind of, this game in a way sort of reminds me of a more, I don't want to say linear, that's not the right term, but it's a slightly more reined-in version of like Orwell, if you've ever played Orwell before. No contacts. Oh, no. One. Okay, that's Ruby. Okay. So this phone has been completely wiped. Looks like no intel whatsoever. But a lot of times in these games, there's a recovery system when you start getting into the story. So we might even come across that. So let's take a look at this. So November... Random photos of shopping, night photo in October. So now we're going backwards. So last picture was in November. Good to know. Some old photographs. I don't know what this is. Not a bad photographer. Frogs, ducks, okay. So usual person. Oh, I like this. Now the videos are very separate from like photos. They brought music back into the game too, or recordings, audio recordings as well. Nice downloads, very cool.
Hey Ruby, this video may come as a surprise or not. I know we've had our differences, but that's why I respect you. It's time I tell you something. Again, it needs believing, but more importantly, it needs stopping. The town is changing. You and I can feel it. But it's an outside influence. The people are turning. The phone is locked. You might need to tinker to get into it, but you're gonna need it. I know it's not much, but I hope with whatever's inside it, it will guide you to the truth. Atlas is used to get around Stonecreek. It shows what it has to offer. It's a map app, blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. But my version is more. I've locked some of the phone's contents within these gray pins. To unlock them, you need to find the correct notes. As you're navigating through the phone, you might see this icon appear on the bottom of the screen. Tap on it and it will capture whatever you are currently viewing as a note. Upload the correct note to the correct gray pin and more of the phone will open up to you. Use this to guide you through. That's all I can say for now. I hope the phone gets to you safely, and I'm counting on you to get to the truth. You need to do this. Not for me, but for Stonecreek.
I love the fact that they use mixed media in here too. I think that's what makes it so much more immersive. You know, you have video, you have photo, you have drawings, you have text, you have audio recordings. There's just so much mixed media in this game. Okay, so we know something's up. Anything else before we go into there? Data locked. Most of the phone's contents are locked behind Alex. So usually what we had was corrupted photos and corrupted videos. But now it looks like there are data points on the map, on Atlas, that are locked, that you're trying to now unlock to reveal information. Miracle Waters Assembly. Beldam Fountain. Ooh, Brewster's Coffee House. DaCosta Community Center. The Library. Abernathy Farms. Mira Technologies. Craner Peak Lighthouse and the Richardson House. Oh, so when you click... Oh, okay, look at that. Oh, so there's an unlock mode. Oh, shit. Okay. And these are all the locations that have been locked once you go into the unlock mode. So what's currently open to you and what needs to be opened. Rally the Voice, Starry-Eyed, Pet Watch, Morning Fix, To Be Collected, A Promise. Interesting. Tracing mode. What the hell is this? Hidden data detected. Thomas's favorite spot. Passed to the truth. That's a weird sentence. Interesting. Oh, and you connect to things. What the shit? What are we doing? We're hackers, guys. Oh, error. Okay. Oh. What the fuck? I'm not sure what's going on. We're tracing stuff from point A to point. I guess we'll find out. I guess like, oh, here to here. Trace this. Hidden data detected. Sensitive information hidden behind an extra security measure. Trace the locations in chronological order to unlock them. Okay. Sensitive information hidden. Trace the locations in chronological order. Okay. Got it. So based on information that we receive, we will then put into here. No notes yet. And a feed. Atlas feed. Oh, so this is kind of like maybe like a Yelp or something. Or maybe not even like a Yelp. There's another social site. But basically, yeah, like where you go. Like Google, basically. And you can say, oh, this location, this was great. This is my review. So I went to pick up my drink after work, and I saw this new addition to the graffiti. Is this Beldam one new? We checked when we closed today. It wasn't there. Huh. Weird. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, hear me out. I was taking some pictures for my scrapbook, and my phone bricked and restarted itself. Simulacra. I found this in the gallery when I checked. There's no way this is the Beldam, right? I guess you say Beldam? Rumor has it that it's one of the people that went missing was last seen at the fountain. Oh, interesting. Oh, I can't look through this. Finally, Rook. Having fun with the phone I left? If you're done being nosy, we've got some work to do. I want to read the rest of the messages. I wasn't being nosy. Hey, who are you calling Rook? Hang on, what's happening? Ba-dum-bum. Let her finish. Or not. God, this is... They used to let you scroll before popping up a choice. I'm not a huge fan of this because you can't, like, catch up to what they just sent you. So you're not sure, like, how to respond. I don't know why they did that. Oh, okay, you can click, actually, and then get control again. Okay, nice. I was like, why would they do that? See, so this guy who, Paul, said, Ruby, are you there? I tried to call, but you're not picking up. Listen, there's something about Stonecreek you should know. I need you to hold on to something important, too. Running out of time here. Screw it. I'll come around to you. This is my last message. I'm leaving you a package at the Stonecreek Citizen Drop Point. Get it as soon as you can. All the answers are in there. This isn't goodbye. No, I'll see you around, Ruby. For now, just look into this, yeah? For me. It's your lucky day. You're finally getting to do something useful around here. This is Ruby Myers, reporter for the Stonecreek Citizen. Or as you might know from your daily coffee runs, double ristretto on the rocks. Don't tell our editor, but we'll be working on an assignment of our own. Not like I get assigned anything important. I'm listening. What's the scoop? Won't we get in trouble? What's the scoop? Let's just do it. What's going on? Straight to the point. We might just get along. Oh, good. If you paid attention to the news cycle, you know that things aren't going well for Stonecreek. Other than the mess of the whole resort town fiasco, people are going missing at an alarming rate. No one's doing anything to investigate this. I don't see a reason why we can't go to the editor with this. What about the sheriff's department? Is there a pattern of victims? Ooh, let's just go into that. Straight to the point. For now, it's hard to say. The victims themselves are pretty varied. People from all walks of life have vanished. The only thing that connects them is that they were normal people leading normal lives. Normal. When did it first start? People go missing all the time. When did it first start? Give me more, give me more. Reports trailed in a month or two, reports trailed in a month or two ago, and they haven't stopped since. I have a feeling it began much earlier when the numbers were small and easier to ignore. I have a source, Paul Castillo, a huge mystery and history buff. Really knows his way around town, though people tend to underestimate him because of his demeanor. But he's got good instincts. So he's pretty popular. How does this guy operate? What do you mean his demeanor? What's Paul like? How does this guy operate? He's a smooth operator. When he's set on a topic, he'll go out of his way to find out everything about it, which makes him pretty useful for my stories. He's also connected with the local community, got some real town spirit. So he's pretty popular. What do you mean his demeanor? What's Paul like? How do I answer this? Unpredictable is Paul's default setting. That's an interesting way of putting it. To most people, he seems unhinged and makes him easier to write him off. Still, it doesn't make him untrustworthy. So he's pretty popular? On the contrary, he's pretty secretive. Keeps to himself most of the time. Does a lot of writing, though. And I guess that's the only thing we have in common. Why is he important to the story? I'm not sure I trust him. It's your call. Why is he important to the story? Besides the fact this is his phone, Paul was convinced that he was close to solving the mystery and wanted to show me the evidence he had. Interesting. Instead of setting up a meet, he sent this. Ruby Meyer, Stonecreek. Brr, stop it. Okay. The phone you're using now was in that box. No note, no explanation, nothing. It doesn't make sense. You think he might be in danger? Are you sure this isn't typical behavior for him? If this phone was his evidence, there's not much on here. Do you think he might be in danger? With Paul, it's hard to say. I'm trying to keep faith that he knows what he's doing still. I don't know if it's a warning or some experimental form of communication. That device is our only connection to him and the answers we need. This is where you come in. Does this mean I get to go outside? Then let's find him. Wouldn't this be easier if you did this yourself? Let's find him. Woohoo! Let's go. Action Jackson. All right, then you're up. Have you had a chance to look over his phone yet? Oh, yeah, we did. I played this game before. Well, these games before. I know what to do. Sort of. It won't be what you expect. The thing functions differently than most. Like I said, Paul's careful. I had to use it once and almost smashed it out of frustration. Looks like a normal phone to me. Not really. No, it doesn't. But that's what he wants you to think. You know, in the event this falls into the wrong hands, he left his phone for a reason. Maybe he hid an instruction or something. A memo? Video, maybe? Go on, get looking. I mean, I already did. Let's see what's in here. Anything interesting? Scan the Atlas tutorial video. This Ruby sounds persistent. You should answer her. Fantastic. Oh, cancel. Always want to do that when I flip to this. They had that in the second one, too, where I flipped one. It's like, oh, go to the main menu. And I'm thinking not the game menu, but like the phone or something like that. Like I instantly think, oh, the home screen. It's never the case. Oh, you know what's interesting, actually? So on the other two phones, they had the picture of the person that owned the phone on the desktop. Here we just get a really kind of cool but also creepy hallway, which could be something, some sort of clue or something that will be developed on later. This one here? Oh, there we go.
Hey, Ruby. This...
Okay, got it. Ah, perfect. Okay. The phone's content is locked behind Atlas. Paul explains the way to unlock it. Got it, right? Okay, cool. And they say it's associated with a video. Nice, you know when you look back. I think I found something. Attach Atlas guide. Saving. This is it! Brilliant! I know I'd try. Paul, what did you get yourself into? Things are about to shake up in Stonecreek, that's for sure. He mentioned using Atlas. Sounds like all this was meant for you. He mentioned using Atlas. Paul kept his investigation on his phone. Unlocking it is our priority. Atlas is his tool of choice. He explained it all well in the video. Think you can manage it, Rook? I could give you some pointers if you need a nudge. I got it covered. How hard could it be? A little help would be nice. Yeah, sure. A little help would be nice. To restore the phone, you'll have to scan and unlock the correct note from the device's last known location. Oh, to restore the phone, okay, you'll have to scan and unlock the correct note from the device's last known location. Since it was with you at the Stonecreek Citizen, it must be something there. Our paper's site could be of use. Once that's done, look through everything. Tell me when you find something related to his investigation. In the meantime, I'm going to check an old meetup point Paul and I used previously. Have something for us? Drop us a tip. Oh, interesting. Okay. A call to action for the citizens of Stonecreek to submit anonymous tips. This is how the paper can rally the voices. We at the Stonecreek Citizen believe that this paper is for the people, by the people. Rally the voices has always been our motto, and we want to reflect that. If there is something that needs our attention, please submit an anonymous tip to us through our secure drop points. Oh, okay. Deliver confidential information such as physical evidence, photographs, documents, or digital evidence, flash drives, and we'll do our best to investigate your claims. Please know that we cannot conduct an inquiry without an attachment of proof. Welcome to Stonecreek. Achievement unlocked. Hey, we got some things opened up. All right, nice. Oh, a lot of stuff opened up. Holy cow. Ooh. All right, so we have some new photos here, and it looks like video as well. Oh, okay. That looks interesting. Missing. Julian Yee. 20, 5 foot, 119 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, Stonecreek Library, wearing blue jean shirt, black jean trousers, gray sneakers. Please contact Stonecreek. Okay.
It's gotta be him.
Paul's following
Went
someone.
missing 4 days ago, spotted by some kids wandering around the riverbank 2 days ago, and now he's here? What the hell are you doing here? Damn it!
That was a little loud, homeboy. At the warehouse. Oh, is this the Sunny Express thing or whatever? Sunnyside Express?
What are you up to?
Dude, a hoarder? Sunny Express. Oh. How's the assignment treating you, Rook? Any progress? I unlocked Paul's phone. There's this video. My God. I've never seen anything like this before. What the hell is happening here? Could this footage be fake? Do you recognize that man in the video? How did Paul know where to find him? Do you recognize the man in the video? No, he doesn't look like anyone whose feathers I've had to ruffle up or fluff. Luckily, we don't have to go searching much. Paul had to have some information about this man somewhere. How else did he find him? You know Paul. Any ideas where he'd hide them? Is he the type to document everything? Let's see, where'd he hide them? Let me think. Paul's like any other person who's into solving mysteries. They all need a soapbox. So this is probably his website. That kind of looks like a simulacra. Or simulacrin or whatever. It's disturbing. So his blog Stonecreek Files. He might not have posted about it yet, but I'm willing to bet his investigation notes are on there. Damn it, it's down. What kind of content does Paul post? Let me guess. It gets reported for spam. Why did he start the blog? Stonecreek's its own brand of strange. The residents pride themselves with it, Paul included. There's a strong fascination with the local legends here, particularly the beldam. and all the horror she spawned. Paul made this blog as a way to preserve these stories. How come? Are they in danger of being forgotten? What the, okay, thank you. What's the Beldam? Even though clearly this person like lives here because they work for the Citizen, but you know, whatever. Careful who you mention that name around unless you want to spot in their cult. Kidding. Long story short, she's this witch that's said to haunt the town after they killed her way back then. You could probably find an entry about it about her on Paul's blog. Right. Why don't you try to access Paul's blog while I search that place? I recognize the logo on the lanyard, Sunny Express Warehouse, east of Stonecreek. Excuse me, did you see what happened to that other guy? Oh, Rook, it's going to take more than that to scare me. We won't get anywhere without some risks. Let me know once you're in his blog. It's bound to be a treasure trove. We'll be able to get some good leads there. Ooh, the sunken man achievement. See you on the other side. Hello from the other side. And, oh, God. Complete the pattern below. Hint, a mark left on Abernathy Farms. Oh, crop circle. Complete the pattern. But you see, now we know that because we went through all the different context prior to, you know, all the info that was on the actual phone. So a mark left on Abernathy. Well, complete the pattern below. I mean, this is a square. It's not really much of a circle. Oh, shit. God, rat. Crap, hold on. How do you do a circle? Huh. How would you do a circle? It's a crop circle that's on Abernathy Farms. A mark left on Abernathy Farms should be a crop circle. I tried. Let's see, when we were in the Atlas, we were going through the feed. Let's do, oh, I love this, actually. This is really coming in handy now. Being able to actually organize and filter. Abernathy Farms. Are the crop circles man-made or alien stuff? Yeah, so it's got to be the crop circle, right? Look at the Abernathy pick a little closer. Oh, on the actual map, so this thing with the dots on it. See, I would not have initially thought that. Because, again, everyone keeps talking about crop circles. You would assume it'd be the circle. But, okay, so it's far left to center, down lower left, up, and over. Because that's definitely not a crop circle. Okay, that's... I don't know if they were just trying to be misleading or what, but that's very... Okay, that's something. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. There we go. All right, good eye there, Daisy. Because yeah, that is not very clear. I mean, again, I appreciate it, but there was nothing to like really at all help guide you over to the map. But I guess it did say, I mean, it is on, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Because I guess when I look at that GPS map, I'm not expecting to see details. Because it's just a very bland digital map that is meant just to literally show you point A to point B, and that's it. So I would not have even have thought of like, let me look for something detailed on a map like that. So it's interesting. All right. Match the caption. Select the images containing what is described in the caption. Sightings. Oh, okay, caption. Sightings of the Beldam around Stonecreek on the Atlas feed. So it was that one, and that one. There we go. So we have The Legend of the Beldam, Treasure at Thrasher Lake, Beware the Antler Beast, which I'm guessing is what this is, Blessings of the Elm, and Giraffe, Strange Symbols. So let's look at the Legend of the Beldam real quick. The Beldam, or Beldam, lived beside the lake. Her home surrounded with lush trees and plump animals. When you feel lost and all is bleak, beware the beldam of Stonecreek. Lighten up, don't make a frown. A frown. Otherwise, like her, you will drown. So goes the Beldame's rhyme. The witch who wreaked havoc over Stonecreek centuries ago and vowed to return in death. There's a magic in these verses that compel us to repeat it, and as we do, a curiosity beckons. Who is the beldame? Why did she curse Stonecreek? When Stonecreek was first settled, the land was barren. Crops would wilt before the harvest, and signs of wildlife were scarce. There was something here that repelled life. Everywhere but the nearby lake where a mysterious woman lived, the beldame. Desperate, the townsfolk turned to her for help. She traded them seeds in return for the promise of a place in Stonecreek. Time passed. The town was on the precipice of success when an illness spread through Stonecreek. Many experienced terrible fevers, tremors, and hallucinations. None could identify the cause until some report having nightmares of the beldame before their demise, speaking in tongues, revealing her true nature. The beldame was the source of all the death and rot. Her place of Stonecreek was as its terror. Her place in Stonecreek was as its terror, and she feed off every wail, every ounce of pain they suffered. Enraged, the townsfolk marched towards her home to free themselves from her hold. In the calm waters of the lake, they drowned her, held her limbs, her body, and her head down until only a violent stillness lingered. Before her death, she cursed the town with the promise that they made her. The promise they made her. The beldame will always have a place in Stonecreek, and she will never leave. To this day, her legend and her spirit dwell, waiting to return their actions tenfold. Elm beads, not to be confused with anal beads. Just throwing that out there. Oh, hey, clue. Blessing of the elm beads. The story of how a rare flower which symbolized promise or unbreakable bond turned its blessings into omens following the beldame's death. Elm beads are a rare flower native to Stonecreek that grow along the bark of elm trees here. In the language of flowers, it means promise or unbreakable bond. Once coveted, that changed with the beldame's death. Stonecreek held true to their meaning, the possibilities of promise. Mix that in with the rumors of remnant magic, and elm beads became a good luck charm. They were favorable gifts for one to manifest positive sentiments to another. This belief persisted through times of war, where soldiers would receive the flowers as keepsakes from their loved ones. Something to remember home by and to keep them safe, all to fulfill their promise of returning home. People also saw elm beads as a sign of prosperity. Back when Stonecreek was a settlement, wherever a patch of these flowers grew meant that the ground was fertile. Pockets of homes and buildings were built around these blooms, which resulted in the Stonecreek we have today. You could say that the town was shaped by flowers, from luck to misfortune. These days, elm beads are seen as omens of misfortune. Areas where the flowers are abundant have been struck with great tragedy, such as the Moore murders in 1964 and the Link apartment fire in 2005. Those careless enough to pluck these flowers would experience bouts of bad luck. The worst of it is a painful stinging in their hands that would only intensify unless the flowers were returned to their rightful place. It's not uncommon to see stems of elm beads tied to trees as a way to restore them. There are some residents here who still believe in the magic of these flowers. They think that holding onto it will allow them to experience its miracles, but belief and reality are opposing forces. The beldame keeps a score, and to her, nothing promise is ever sacred. The Vanishing. Click here to download. Ruby, Persephone has gone into hiding. To reach them, you'll need to find a token to return a promise in Stonecreek. Don't worry, I have it here on my blog. It's something rare, but you can find it growing in Stonecreek. People in the past used to think it would bring them luck. Now, not so much. With a mind like yours, you can find it easy, Palm. So we just read about the flower. You'll need to find a token to return a promise. Okay. Ooh,
Some initial thoughts about the symbol.
Oh, no.
Listen up, me.
This is about the symbol.
It's very possible that this symbol is a mark of resistance for Stonecreek. Every movement needs one. The town has a history of civil disputes, mainly between the council and the townsfolk. What if enough is enough? They're finally taking a stand to push back and reclaim Stonecreek. It'll be a fight I support, that's for sure. But still, it's being connected to the disappearances. It doesn't make sense to involve people who have no part of it. I mean, there are children who are among the lost. It couldn't be the town, no. If not us, what about aliens? They visited us before. Look at Abernathy Farms. Although back when the crop circles appeared, there weren't any stories of abductions or folks going missing. Or is it her? The beldam. Oh, just saying her name gives me chills. She definitely has a grudge against Stonecreek. Anyone here would be fair game, except she's never had a symbol associated with her in all my research. A familiar, yes. A flower, check. A lake, yep. But a symbol? That's new. I should go back and look again. I couldn't have missed it, could I? If it is her, it begs the question, why now? What would have awoken the beldam after all these years?
Beldam.
Has to be something powerful.
So symbol he's talking about is like an eye
it
symbol.
More dangerous than the beldam?
Which we should see in the video here too. My speculation is that it's a simulacra or simulacron or whatever. And it's taken up the lore of the town and took on the figure of the beldam. So that way people are more superstitious, more fearful. They're staying inside. They're, online more often because of being at home, because there's nothing else to do, right? And of course, that is where the simulacron thrive. So that is my guess, is it learned about the lore, the history, because it's all online. And now it's trying to take that sort of persona, because it's not the first time. It's not the first time that these entities have taken over a persona. If you played the first game, if you played the second game, that's what they do. So, could very well be. I'm going to call it, I think, the council sacrificing people to the lake. Could be interesting, too. Because if the council is trying to take money, if they're trying to build up the community and they've got a bunch of people in their way, what do? Maybe they made a deal with the simulacron. Because that's also what it does. It tries to feed on people's greed and get them to do things and then basically takes them. So maybe that could also be a part of it.
These disappearances are getting out of hand. The police reports show a linear growth at the start, but over the past few weeks it's growing exponentially. The bright side is more cases means more evidence. I've been digging through the files and I noticed these symbols.
There we go. Here's the symbol. Oh, our background changed.
This exact symbol appeared on one of my colleagues' desks. I'll be keeping an eye on him.
Oh, maybe that was the guy you followed into the warehouse.
There might be a connection between these disappearances.
Or replace the council? Or maybe. Could be too.
They keep popping up. I see them everywhere. In doodles on public buses, carvings on benches, in children's books. They're everywhere. It's like an omen. Just when someone goes missing, these symbols keep appearing. Something bad's gonna happen.
It's like an SCP nomadic symbol. Yeah. It does give me some SCP vibes for sure. I mean,
Gotta get more proof.
The whole story
Just
from
to be
first
sure.
to now. I can definitely see that.
I need to get more reports from Persephone. There must be something I'm missing.